When people ask me what's the hardest thing about business, it's people. It's dealing with the people. And the reason why I found it difficult to deal with the people is because I always wanted to hire the people that seemed smart or, appeared like, they gave a shit, and I'd hire them and they didn't. Or they were wrong.
So yeah, I mean, hiring and building your team is one of the hardest things in business. I mean, 10 years in, I'm still learning, right? It's a skill that gets better throughout time, but it just never stop learning. Like Bradley said, right? You need to know what each employee is going to be doing. You need to have your job description. You need to set expectations. And like he said, some type of measurement, right? Of what they're doing. So before you start hiring, you need to make sure that, obviously you have the funding and the revenue to hire an employee. For the first 2 years, I had to run everything by myself. I had to see patients. I had to check in patients, verify their insurances and this and that. But, I got to a certain level where I said, okay, all right, I'm super busy here. I need to focus more on the money-making activities, and I can delegate the lower level tasks to somebody who can be a receptionist or front office clerk and stuff like that, right? So if you're trying to build a team, like Brad said, you got to set those expectations, have those job duties ready, and have some type of measurement of how they're getting those tasks done. And of course, you need to have the revenue for it. From my experience, I mean, once you got your overhead covered and you have extra revenue that you can reinvest back into the business, then you might want to consider hiring your first employee and keep building out that team.